Welcome, Brookline property lovers. This is Shira Steinberg from Brookline Daily Homes, and today we'll be looking at one condominium and an issue that relates to it. So without further ado, let's look at the property. The property is located at 405 Washington Street. It's on the market for $479,000. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, one of which is a master bath. It's on the 3rd floor of a 3-floor building, so there's no one above. It's in the Pierce School District. It was renovated in 2008. It has laundry in the unit. It has an enclosed balcony and a large storage room in the basement. It also has rental parking adjacent to the building. It's 1062 square feet, and the $439 a month condo fee includes heat and hot water. The first picture is of the foyer when you enter the unit. You enter over here at the bottom of the picture, and it's a long, narrow entryway. And to your right is a big archway leading to the living room. We can just see the edges of the living room here. But like the rest of the unit, it has high ceilings, hardwood oak floors, period detail. We've actually seen another unit in the same complex, 401 Washington, unit number 4, which was 1 bedroom dining room. So it had similar features, but it was a totally different configuration and a different price range. So the living room has 3 windows. Here's a picture of the kitchen, which is newly renovated with black granite countertops, white wood cabinets, stainless steel appliances. And here's the in-unit laundry, the washer dryer, tile floor. Next, we have another view of the kitchen where we see more cabinetry and countertops, back door to the building, the way you would access the parking, door to the screened-in porch, and 2 windows looking out to the porch. Here is an archway, part of the detail of the unit, looking at the dining room. And here's an actual picture of the dining room. Then we have a picture of the master bath. Here's the master bedroom. It also has 3 windows. Another shot of the master bath. And in this shot of the bedroom, we can actually see the master bath and the wall of closets. And then finally, we have the second bath. All of the 2-bedroom units in this association have only 1 bathroom. And when the owners of this unit renovated it, they managed to carve out a second bathroom, which puts this unit in a much different category than the others, because at the time that these were built in around 1920, 1 bathroom was considered very adequate for smaller units, whereas now there is a tremendous demand for 2 bathrooms. And what they did was put in a shower because there's only room for a shower, yet they made it glass so that you see the walls and it doesn't make the space feel crowded. Finally, we have the second bedroom. Okay, so let's go back up, and before we talk about our issue today, let's thank Yana Brodsky of Century 21 Commonwealth for allowing us to use the data from her listing, and also, as usual, the disclaimer from MLS that the information in the listing was gathered from third-party sources, including seller and public records, and MLS and its subscribers disclaim any and all representations or warranties as to the accuracy of the information. So having said that, let's go to a picture of the front of the building. Okay, here's a picture of the front of the whole complex. It's not actually the front of the building, it's a picture of the whole complex. I actually took this picture to go with the other unit in the complex that we discussed, the 1 bedroom, 1 dining room, 1 bath unit. But it's the same complex, so it illustrates our point. Let's look at it. Now, this unit, this association, the style is called courtyard style. And we would be standing here if we were standing on the street, and what we would see would be a lovely pathway, a paved pathway, landscaping on both sides of it. There's actually a bench over here that we can't see, and then a building that is actually U-shaped. This would be one leg of the U, this would be the other leg of the U, and facing us is the bottom of the U. And that's what's called a courtyard building for obvious reasons, because all the landscaping and the paving in the middle is courtyard. This is a very popular style of building of association in Brookline for the period of the 1920s, 1930s. And it's very characteristic of Brookline, and it has very specific advantages, and it has specific characteristics from the unit owner point of view. Okay, so first of all, the unit that we discussed today in 405 is over here. The entryway to that unit is over here. The unit we discussed last time, the one bed, is in 401. The entryway's over here. The one straight ahead is 403. On the right, closer to us, we have 399 and 407. So we've got 5 separate entrances, 5 separate addresses in this building. And in each of those 5, there are 6 units, 2 per floor. So, for example, 405, where our unit is, has 2 units on the first floor, 2 on the second floor, and 2 on the third floor, one of which is the unit we're discussing today, and the other one isn't. So in every entryway, there are 6 units. What this means is that we have a total of 30 units here. This is very big in terms of economies of scale. We have money for management. We have the economies of scale when buying fuel oil for the heating. We have economies of scale when it comes to things like landscaping and other types of supplies. So that's a big plus. On the other hand, we don't have the hotel feel of many large buildings that have 30 units and that are more vertical. So when you go into your entryway within the courtyard, you only see 2 units on each floor. That's very personal. It's much more intimate. And the other thing is, you never have to walk up more than 2 floors. 3 is the highest, so the penthouses are only 2 floors up, and that's not much of a walk. You don't need to have elevators in these buildings. So that's some of the advantages. In addition, you are removed from the street. Washington is a busy street. It's a very convenient location, but if the front of the building were right here where the pathway started, you might be bothered by the noise. Whereas going into the courtyard, you're removed from the noise. So you're in this idyllic surroundings and quieter, yet right on a busy street. Finally, in a courtyard building, there's the whole issue of view. So you're not looking at the street from the courtyard side. You're looking at the other building, which is just as pretty as your building. And from the outside of the U, you have a view either, in this case, either to the south or to the north. From the crossbar of the U, you have this long courtyard to look at. It's about 150, 200 feet, I would guess. And that's a very nice vista to have. So that's even more interesting. And in fact, in this part of the U, they put the largest, therefore most expensive units in the association. But they all have the advantages of a courtyard style building. So with that, I thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll be able to join me for our next blog on Wednesday. From Brookline, this is Shira, your Brookline blogging broker. It's a wrap.